in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to Poetry in Motion Sunday. I'm Craig Lewis and this is now episode 6. I hope you've had a great week. I've had a very good week. I got to perform at an open mic event at the Warehouse 4 at the Docks on Wednesday night, which is an event that got mentioned to me by a mutual friend. And it's a great platform for any local poets, spoken word artists, MCs and singer-songwriters to perform. So here's the details for you if you'd like to attend the next one. So if you pop those details in your diary. Yes, and so starting today's theme, I decided to stick to the storytelling poems because I believe it went down well with the last episode and also at the open mic on Wednesday night. So I decided to prepare 3 poems for this as well. The first one I'm going to read is called A Soul Inside a Shell, and the 2 words that prompted this poem are a soul. I'm a soul inside a shell, like a pip inside a fruit, like a seed inside a womb that's a different kind of chute. Like a plant without a root, the shed is lifeless, but the soul is on forever, thus I am timeless as a clock's face, from which numbers and arms have escaped, like the one that got away, like a swarm of bees hibernating for a hotter day. I'm potent like the stench of the funky pits one forgot to spray. These chunky lips punch kisses on the neck of my bride. With her my soul is one, like I was flexing inside her internal, like the high from a herbal when consumed, like the fumes from the heat of a bonfires on the beach, sweet as aftertaste of marshmallows melted on sticks. Until we felt it's gone 6 in the morn, we perform no act of leaving. In the presence of good people, such nights can be appealing. A sense of harmony I'm feeling when the souls are in sync, like an orchestra band with the hand of the concert master. As they gather to transfer the mood for the night, the rhythms build slower and faster like roller coasters in life. My body holds a device called the light within my soul. If you're enlightened, then you know. If you didn't, now you do. Our makeup is the self-desires that we each pursue. We're but creators like the painters, many colors intact. And though the shell that seats my soul is colored in black, I refer to brighter colors for the portrait of my future, which I set to march on to and fulfill just like a trooper. So there you have, taking the words a soul and creating content was very fulfilling for me. I love being creative. It's definitely therapeutic for me, and that's why I enjoy these the idea of taking 2 words to create my contents and my poems, which is a process I've been very comfortable with now. So without further ado, moving on to poem number 2. This one's called Clean Slate, and those were the 2 words that prompted this poem. Blunders wrapped in innocent by youngers who didn't sense the wise, at the rise of temptation, blinded by the vibe of sensation like candy to the tongue, or drinking the brandy till it's done. She fears the streets mishandling her son, her head bangs like a drum, an emblem of separation between the dad and the mum in the current generation. She doesn't honor the nightmares of visits from the coroner. She's a worried mother of a son who's 13 going on like 21. He's outgrowing gaming on the streets he'd rather run. She wished his dad would be a father to his son, but he harbors at the bar with his rum on most nights. She'd take him back if she was guaranteed no fights, like it once was way back. Nowadays to be civil's like a needle in a haystack found, like the sins of her father came back round to be served by the karma. A life with no drama she watched rather, and all she ever did was love harder than most. Used to hardly smoke, now she does it for the sake of her sanity. A myriad of plights now shapes her reality. From each sleep she fears being woke by the news of tragedy. If she could start from scratch, she'd do it happily, not knowing a clean slate doesn't have to be a fantasy. Cause from the inside she can create the world she demands to see. I repeat, a clean slate doesn't have to be a fantasy. So that was poem number 2. And again, the idea of knowing that you can create a whole new beginning, or the life you would like to see from inside, and manifesting that. But that's opinionated. Everyone's got different opinions. That's an opinion that serves me, and I believe it's very true. You know, to manifest, you've got to visualize, and yeah, that's the notion behind that poem. And moving on to the final poem of the day. This one's called Same Thing, and those were the 2 words that prompted this poem. On his left and right shoulder sat the angel and the devil. The angel prayed that he passed the test when the devil would raise the levels like the temperature of one with a fever. It's either that or endeavor each misdemeanor, like a team with a leaky defense needing to switch the team up. The nature of each choice will be brought back just like a weed up in the dance. Would he fall for the bait or keep it in his pants and be loyal to his wifey? He knows he's got to keep her, so it's likely. But competition the devil does not take lightly. So it was on the moment the doorman approved his ID. Plus his wife is out of town. If his guard's slightly down, he'll be caught off guard. His boy got the drinks in, the womanizer with the pretty eyes and the pimp grin. Half the girls inside the club already linked him. His boy's fresh meat. If the devil wins, he'll be victim. Let's hope from each glass he drinks no pill is slipped in. Cause his boy with a pimp grin left him in a never lurch, copping off with a never skirt. That's how the brother works. Hence relationships with him just never work. But Zach's not that kind of chap. Proved it when he declined to dance from this pretty thing trying to invite him back. Told her that he's flattered but he has a wife and that. Had the angel in the shoulder seat feeling sweet while the devil was raging. Zach was loyal to his wife because he knew that she would do the same thing. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you've liked what you've saw today, if you'd like to share it, and also subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, plus click the like button so we can get more traffic for the video. And yes, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Until next week, short and sweet.
Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday.